Demi Lovato almost turned down her role in the Netflix hit movie Eurovision, and we have all the details. I'm Jana Rosenberg.
I'm Gabi Conti, and this is your 24/7 celebrity news. So Will Ferrell's new movie, Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga, is currently #2 trending on Netflix, and it was just released a few days ago. It co-stars Rachel McAdams, and Demi Lovato also has a pretty significant role in the movie, playing a blonde-hair Jana Linsendor, an Icelandic songstress with pipes as impressive as Demi's. She's major competition for the musical duo Fire Saga, played by Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams, but it turns out it wasn't the blonde wig or the singing platform that convinced Demi to be in this movie, and we're about to reveal it, but be warned, movie spoilers are ahead with this.
And I'm upset because I've yet to see this movie and I can't wait to watch it, so I'm about to, get these spoilers, but it's okay.
It's okay.
At least we warned you guys.
Well, the good thing about it is it's not a spoiler of what happens at the end of the movie.
Okay.
It's a spoiler as what happens to Demi's character, and she's not the lead in the movie. She's
Got it.
one of the featured characters in the movie.
Got it.
So if you haven't watched it yet and you don't want it to be spoiled, you can stop watching right now and then watch this video after for some insider tips about what happened behind the scenes.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. According to the director of this movie, David Dobkin, what convinced Demi to sign up for this movie was actually because she loved a sequence that comes up later in the film where her character, after dying in a boat explosion, comes back as a charred corpse, a la An American Werewolf in London, to haunt Will Ferrell's character. As Dobkin explained, the real question was whether she was going to get the joke of Jana coming back and looking like hell, and she loved it. I actually checked in after they said yes, and he asked, did she really read those scenes? I even sent some internet photos of Griffin Dunn from American Wolf in London to be clear. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, because obviously
Hilarious.
she is so beauty, goals, and glam when she's alive, but when she comes back as a ghost, it's like there's a lot. She's missing hair, she's missing an arm, she looks like just a burnt marshmallow. But she has scenes with Will Ferrell, which she actually doesn't have when she's alive, so I guess that's kind of part of it. She must be a huge Will Ferrell fan.
I mean,
I'm sure.
Who
isn't?
And Rachel McAdams too. I couldn't turn down this role just for that, even if I was at Demi's level.
Yes. And so yes, Demi was very clear of what the director was doing, and she loved it so much that she didn't mind sitting in 3 hours of makeup to look like she does towards the end of the movie, which is a serious commitment to that joke. Another thing you might not know from watching the movie is that Eurovision is actually a song contest that does exist. It's how the band ABBA, like the movie implies, got famous. ABBA won the contest for their home country of Sweden in 1974 by singing their hit song Waterloo.
ABBA is the band who does Mamma Mia.
Yes.
All of those classic hits that don't we see in the Mamma Mia movie?
Yes, well, Mamma Mia is actually entirely a soundtrack of ABBA songs.
Got it.
And that's how it came to be, and it started as a Broadway play on Broadway for a number of years, and it was like a kind of play that people would be like dancing in their chairs and singing along at the end.
Yeah.
And then it became the movie, and they did the sequel with Meryl Streep and Amanda Seyfried and Cher in the second one, which is just iconic.
In the movie Eurovision, you might actually get somewhat of a crash course on the Eurovision Song Contest, which is a huge event in Europe, which sure has some US fans, but it's not a big or as well known here as, let's say, American Idol or The Voice. But the movie does feature several former Eurovision performers and winners in the movie. In fact, there's a ton of Eurovision cameos in the movie, starting with when Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams' characters hear a man play the piano when they're sightseeing in Edinburgh. And pretty much all of the cameos in the sing-along scene are former Eurovision contestants and winners. Even the hamster wheel that appears in the movie is a nod to the singing competition as it appeared in a 2014 performance.
Yeah, there's
So cool.
a life-size hamster wheel that Will Ferrell sings in, and comedy ensues. And so that was actually taken from a real thing, which is crazy. And there are so many cameos, and it's funny because these people all look famous, and we're like, is that actor? And it turns out it's not. They're like actually real singers that are famous in Europe, but not mainstream here in the US yet. Maybe it'll change things for them from this movie, but the movie also is almost like a musical too, which is kind of cool. But it doesn't feel forced because it's a movie about singing. So of course they're singing their songs, and all the songs are such hits too. You guys are gonna really like it.
So excited to watch this. Have you guys seen Eurovision yet? And what did you think of Demi Lovato's role? Let us know. I'm Jana Rosenberg.
I'm Gabi Conti, and follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.